Welcome to Primetime Analysis. I am Victor Onyango. Now, late last night, reports emerged of Babu Owino being arrested. And he was arrested on his way from Mombasa, where he was in a parliamentary group meeting. And on his way back at JKIA, he was arrested and held at the DCIO of that region. There are also reports that were reported late at around 9 p.m. that Mamangina Kenyatta had her security detail that has been guarding her for quite some time now withdrawn in all her homes. This is in the backdrop of the calls by some youths who called themselves traders, who had the agenda of going to meet and demonstrate around Mamangina's home. Some of them said they will go to Eshaweri. Others said they will go to Muthaiga. But this is also supporting what Dennis Itumbi once tweeted before. Immediately the demonstrations were announced. Dennis Itumbi tweeted that they will go and have a conversation with the person whom he alleged was the sponsor of the Azimio demonstrations. While it is in the purview of the government to decide the kind of security strategy that they have to devise to address the challenges that the country is facing, my only question would be, what harm does Mamangina Kenyatta cause during demonstrations? Has she ever demonstrated? Has she ever at one point called for demonstrations? And apart from just withdrawing that security, we remember that her farm was invaded, the Northland farms, and youths did dirty work there. The same government has never investigated, has never prosecuted anyone, and nobody was killed there, and no castigation was done. The president has been mum about that. I do not know how much pain this government would want to cause to the first family of the first president of this country. A generation or a country that does not honor its heroes remains doomed in many aspects. And this is my call to the Mount Kenya youths. Please do not allow yourselves to be used in a way that may end up creating problems for you in future. I want you to ask yourself some critical questions. Why have you not seen youths from any community in this country going to attack one of their elderly leaders? Did you ever see Kalenjins going to attack Moi, even against the many atrocities that Moi was accused of? Have you ever seen Luos going to attack Raila or going to attack Jaramogi or going to attack any of their elderly leaders? I want to tell you, these leaders have known that you are easy to hire to fix certain political problems. And that is why every time there is a demonstration against the government, they always call you. Remember, during demonstrations against William Ruto in the first term, Nairobi business community, those who called themselves Nairobi business community, and also called themselves Mungiki, they came and they said they are going to protect their business. They were largely from the Mount Kenya region. I do not know whether all businesses in the CBD are just for Kikuyus. And for those who are out there to say they are protecting, are they really genuinely having businesses in the city? And the question you should ask yourself, you gave us Uhuru Kenyatta when you said kumira kumira. You gave us Uhuru Kenyatta again when you told us wembe ni ule ule. By the time when Kenyans from other communities embraced Uhuru Kenyatta, you left him that he was bad. Right now, you are supporting William Ruto. In the event that Kenyans go and embrace William Ruto, you will again dump him and think that he is bad. I am calling on youths and young people in central Kenya. Kindly do not allow yourselves to be used. And any youth for that matter, even those who are ferried to Sondo to stroke tribal fears, do not allow yourself to be used in a bad way. I do not know what the government is going to achieve by withdrawing security from Mamangina Kenyatta. And Mamangina is an elderly person. She has lived her life. What could happen if she says, assuming she gets out and confronts these protesters, and then, God forbid, even these protesters go and kill her? What would these youths say now that her security has been withdrawn? What will the leaders of this country say? Our leaders, regardless of the political divide that we are in, must remain very careful by what we say and what we do. The onus is on the president. He remains the leader of this country. And if anything goes bad, history books will record that during the tenure of President William Ruto, anarchy descended in this country. Many countries have gone into flames with just little things. And that is why we have always called out leaders who do not care the quality of words that come from their mouths. President must act fast to reprimand leaders like Cherargei, leaders like Moses Kuria, because they think it is just a laughing matter sometimes. You might stroke tribal fears among people. And remember, many people are mad here. People suffer from serious mental illnesses and they are just quiet. There are people who can take jokes very seriously and they can act on them. If you try doing such kind of a thing, you might end up finding yourself in a very wrong path. Let us not burn our country. Kenyans have a right to peaceably and unarmed demonstrate. Let them be allowed to demonstrate and present petitions wherever they want to. And the president must act with a lot of restraint. We have seen that schools have been closed in Kisumu, Nairobi, and Mombasa. You do not know the plan that these people have. But I do not think even the president himself will be happy sitting in that throne knowing that he has killed tens of hundreds of people just to ensure that his ego is satisfied. I make this video calling on Kenyans to remain peaceful, but exercise your right peaceably and with a lot of respect to the law. Let us not descend into chaos. And for those who will go out to demonstrate, please Do it as per the law. Our leaders, those who are in the Azimio side, also lead your troops to order wherever they are. And I'm calling upon each and everyone. The call that Edwin Sifuna gave people, he said that we will not turn against our fellow citizens. Our protest is not to people, but it is to the government. That should be the message. Thank you. Let's see how the day turns out. And may God have, and let's have a great day. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and may God bless you.